So 250 East gets kicked off this weekend in Tampa, and this may be one of the most stacked regional Supercross series we've ever seen. I think if I counted right, there's 12 factory riders this weekend, and that's excluding Jalek Swoll on the Triumph, who is out with an injury. Compared to the last round of the East last weekend in Glendale, where I think there was only 6, Beaumare, Deegan Davies, Shimoda, Marchbanks, and Jordan Smith. So double the amount of factory guys on the line this weekend in Tampa as compared to last weekend. So let's look at them real quick. Kick it off with last year's East Coast champion Tom Vial on the factory KTM. Vial, this will be his 3rd season in Supercross, obviously all on the factory KTM, and he has 2 wins and 1 championship. Next up, RJ Hampshire on the factory Husky, who was the West Coast champion last year, but because of injury is not able to defend and has to switch to the East. RJ has 5 wins in Supercross and obviously was last year's champion and has been in the class since 2015. Then I'll jump to the winningest active rider in the 250 class, which is Austin Fortner. Now, we know Austin has been on Pro Circuit Kawasaki his entire career, switches to Triumph this year, goes to the East Coast, 13 wins, and he's been in the class since 2017. Then we have the Pro Circuit Kawasaki team made up of Levi Kitchen, Cameron McAdoo, and Seth Hamaker. Kitchen has 4 wins, was supposed to ride West this year, got sick, had to move to East, almost won the West title over RJ last year. McAdoo, 3 wins in his Supercross career, and Hamaker has 1 win. Next up, Chance Hymas on the factory Honda, and just to be clear, not putting these in any particular order other than Vial and RJ, who were the champions from last year. But Hymas on the factory Honda, and apparently Hymas has been injured also. He made a post the other day that I think said he's only ridden 4 times this season. And Hymas has an outdoor win, but no Supercross win as of yet. Casey Cochran will be the sole rider on the Rockstar Gas team on the 250, switching from Rockstar Husky from last year. Then the Star Racing Yamaha team is made up on the East of Pierce Brown, Max Anstie, Dax Bennick, and Nate Thrasher. Anstie, I would think, has to be the oldest rider in the class, sans Billy Laninovich on the West, right? Started, his first Supercross was in 2010, rode 2010 to 2013, then made the jump back to GPs, came back in 21, and moves back over to the Star Racing team for this year. 2 wins for Anstie on his career. Brown doesn't have any wins. He did get the SMX playoff win at the end of the year last year. No wins for Bennick, obviously. Thrasher has 5 wins, and he's won at least 1 race every year since 21. So that's all the factory guys that'll be lining up this weekend. A couple other notables that I wanted to mention was Max Voland, who switches from Pro Circuit Kawasaki, only made, 1 race or 2 races last year before doing it in his hip. Switches to Club MX. He'll be on the East this year. And then Carson Mumford will be on the Quadlock Honda. Anyway, East looks stacked. Not going to be able to have a shitty first lap or fall over in the first turn, come back to a podium position, I don't think.